Hello everyone, my name is Daniel, I'm just a casual sim racer, and today I want to highlight a new mod pack that was released by Bazza, and that is the 1960s GT Classics mod. This mod pack includes 15 cars, including the 1967 Alfa Romeo 33, the 1965 Bizzarrini GT 5300, the 1967 Chevrolet Corvette 327, the 1963 Ferrari 250 GTO, the 1964 Ferrari 250 GTO Series 2, the 1964 Austin Healey 3000 Lightweight, the 1962 Jaguar E-Type Le Mans, the 1963 Jaguar E-Type Lightweight, the 1967 Lotus Elan 26R, the 1955 Mercedes 300 SL, the 1964 Porsche 904/6, the 1967 Porsche 911R, the 1965 Shelby Cobra 289 Competition, the 1963 Shelby Cobra 289 Hardtop, and finally the 1966 Shelby Mustang GT 350R. These cars are just fantastic. This is a great mod. It was just released, and so I'm just going to do some quick races. As you see, I've already started one, and so I'm going to do this race and one more of driving the Mustang, the Shelby Mustang GT 350R in this race, and then I will be driving the Chevrolet Corvette 327 in the following race.
And as you can see, I'm racing at Riverside here, and I'm up into 10th position out of 24 cars, and this is the first of 4 laps. So as we head down the back straightaway, which is a drag strip, of course, gonna try to reel some of these cars in, let the big block engine just kind of sing. Take a little bit of dirt right there, cut the corner. Always a good way to go. Riverside, the dirt was very compact, so it was very common for drivers to be very aggressive cutting corners, especially like through the S's or in that bend right back there. All right, on to the front straightaway and complete our first lap here. Closing that gap a little bit. Yeah, these cars, they just handle great. Like this Mustang, it's got a great unique feel, and every car in the set that is completely, different. Some of the cars are just like a progression from year to year, and even they will have an improvement in feel that is realistic. But every car in the set feels very unique, and it's a great driving experience overall to just go between the different cars in the pack. I think this could be a great league racing set. I know it's going to be used by leagues, so it's just awesome. It's really enjoyable. I just encourage you to download this. All right, we finally caught them here. I'm going to try to pass the inside of the Jaguar coming up into the this braking zone right here. It's always a little sneaky. It's a blind braking zone, blind corner. And always, because of that downhill section, you always carry a little more speed than you think. So you just brake a little earlier and then roll it kind of into that corner. It's the best way to take it. Past the core. No, the lightweight Cobra. Oh, yeah, I can see that coming, so. All right, let's see if we can get a clean pass here instead of bumping them. Yeah, the Ford Mustang, you just get on these straightaways. This is a good track for the Ford Mustang because it's got these this long straight especially, and you just can really put the power down. We're redlining about halfway down already, but yeah, we're gonna get, the Ferrari has a little more top end speed here. Yep, he's got the inside of us. Let's see if I can hang it around the outside here for a second. Yep, there we go. Get the run on the straightaway. Move up into 7th. There we go. Take some dirt, slide it through, take some more. A little bit sideways, slowed us down a bit, but there we are, closing up on the Porsche up here. I think a top 5 might be doable. Well, they're kind of clumped up there. Maybe a podium. Maybe we can get a podium here. Yeah, just brake early. That was... If I tried to late brake in that corner, ooh, even then, he was braking even more than I was. But if you try to late brake into that corner, it's just never a good thing. Let's see if we can make a move into this next corner. They do tend to brake a little bit early sometimes, the AI, to this next corner, so as long as I can avoid it. Yeah, let's just coast it in. And I didn't. Braked earlier than I even thought it was going to happen. Okay. Alright. Car feels okay, I think. Yeah, we seem to have gotten away without the game engine giving us any damage, so we'll go chase down the Porsche again. That probably cost us our chance at any podium. Other cars are ways up there. We'll see. We'll see. Back in the 60s, remember a lot of racing, it was top 6 got points, so top 6 finish would still be, you know, something solid to shoot for. I really like the Porsche. I won't be driving it in this video, but Porsche is also a very solid little car to drive, especially if you get like on a... Oh, I was driving it on the Nürburgring Schutzschleife. You know, the alternate history Sergio Lora's Schutzschleife, and that was a really fun drive I did. So it's definitely really fun to throw around some tight, twisty tracks. Alrighty, up the inside a little bit, nothing there. How brave am I gonna be here? Probably not too brave. Yeah, just... It's funny because I drive a lot of... Most of the time when I race on Riverside, I drive a Can-Am cars, and the Can-Ams did the short layout where they would, after that blind corner, then they just turn right and then go onto the drag strip. So this section of the track I'm not as familiar with. I think it's part of the reason why I'm not so used to the AI, like right there. Why are you braking? Just brake there. I don't know. It's just strange. They like brake at 3 different points. So I wasn't quite used to it, but we'll see. Alright, into the slipstream. I can't seem to get past the Porsche, so I got one more, well, a kink and an actual corner to go, so we'll see. Well, yep, I got the top end speed. Brake a little later than I normally do. We're gonna go high into the corner, up near the wall. I don't know, power down. Ah, just couldn't do it. All right, 7th place. Oh, ooh, ah. Alrighty, let's look at the standings here. As you can see, 7th. We had the Jaguar who won the race. So, solid. That was awesome. Solid race, fun. Jump right into another race. This is at Meadowland, so this is also in America. Another American track. This track was only around for a very short period of time, and it had a really cool feature. It had a Monza wall. Very awesome. And so, gonna take the track around here. I really like the track layout. It's got some windy parts, some high-speed parts. It's a really fun track layout. And of course, I'm gonna link all the tracks you see in this video, as well as the car pack in the video description below. So check them out. Yeah, try Riverside with them. Try Meadowdale with them. And they're really a lot of fun. And you got this first opening corner that's kind of banked pretty steeply as well. It's really just a unique track. Like it was in some ways, I believe, if I remember right, the designers wanted to do a European style road racing circuit in America, and at this time it just didn't quite work out. And also this track was very dangerous. Now, remember, in the 1960s, European road racing tracks were extremely dangerous. We're just slicing through the field here. And I'm driving the Corvette now, and actually, of the two cars, the Corvette versus the Mustang, I really like the Corvette. I think the Corvette's probably my favorite car in the entire pack. This car is just great. I drove a bunch more races before this using the Corvette and just loved it. Since I've shown off 2 American tracks, you know, highlight some American muscle cars, and let me easy around here around the Mercedes. Mercedes the only car in the 50s, 1955. The rest of the cars are from the 60s. So, going around the Porsche now. There's a lot more cars too. There's more cars you can see. So I took 32 cars on this race. So we're up into 22nd, fighting with a Mustang here. 1 of 5 laps, so quite a few laps here. And here it is. Here's the big wall. The Monza wall it was called. Based off of course, the oval section of the old Monza track. It's funny because about when this time this track was created was the time when the Monza, the bank section of Monza was, you know, pretty much stopped being used, except for some endurance racing, and even in by the, it was kind of about to fade out as well. See this big dip, just the speed here. I'm redlining, but the speed here, if I had increased the gearing and all that, really gonna get really high heading to the first corner. The worry, you don't have to worry too much though, because as long as you avoid the other cars, which we'll see if I do, but as long as you avoid the other cars, you can actually, because the banking, you can end up, you get high, but you want to go off the track. So it actually kind of saves you a lot of the time if you end up carrying too much speed. It won't necessarily be the fastest way to get to the corner, but you also won't end your race. We're up to 18th. See if we can close up any more. I have the, so typically when I race, and you'll see this a lot in my videos, I typically set the AI spread really far. So the top cars will be like 92 AI in Assetto Corsa, and I'll go all the way down to like 82, sometimes like 77, something like that, 10 to 15 point spread. So the back cars are always easier and slower, you know, because I'm kind of thinking of like more of an amateur field. You got some people in the back, especially in the sports car racing, that aren't going to be so good. And so I set the AI down low, but then I want people in the front to give me a challenge. So a lot of times I can work my way up, and just depending on kind of how it falls and also how big my field is, you'll end up with that, you know, maybe the top 10 in this case, or top 6 or so that are challenged. So it can be a challenge to get into the points, but it's also like I can work my way up to the field. So it kind of gives me the feeling of, you know, being a really good, maybe amateur driver or just more of an average professional driver who's doing my best to get onto the field. Because I would say I can regularly beat like 89, 90 depending on the car, but you start getting to 91, 92, and 92s are depending on the track AI, of course, but 92s a lot of times are a little bit faster than what I can do unless it's a really good day and I'm in a good car and I'm just feeling it. So I like a little bit of a challenge, but I also like to, you know, have the fun of passing some cars, starting from the back, and then starting to run into the challenge. So moving fast up into 11th, the grunt of this Corvette is really, really a good thing here. With the wall and with the, you know, the long straight there, it really kind of favors the Corvette for, I don't know, half the lap, a third of the lap. That's a good looking Mustang up ahead of us. I like that paint scheme. Alright. Car, it's a little more, I don't know, maybe it's just the way I'm driving it, but it just feels, it slides a bit, like when I was driving the Mustang has a little more roll to it. So if you slide it too much, it starts to roll and you just kill your speed. The Corvette, it's a stiffer suspension, so you can kind of throw it into the corners a bit more, be a little more aggressive, and it's a lot easier to control, because with the Mustang that I was driving earlier, if I throw it in too hard, it rolls, the suspension rolls, and you get that roll, and then when you try to snap it back the other way, you get snapback, and then it's really hard to control that, and if you do control it, you've ended up killing a lot of your speed. So that's one reason why I really like the Corvette. Also, it's just a little more powerful too, which is nice. the third lap here. This is the Bizzarrini. Yeah. No, wait, no, I don't think that is. Oh, maybe it is, or is that the Porsche? Sure, I think that might be the Porsche, actually. Alrighty, up into the wall again for our third time. They just lost a lot of speed there, going too wide. To 8. We need 2 more positions to be in the points. Sound of these cars is solid. I think a lot of the sounds are taken from other cars, but might be some, like there were some custom ones I think they got permission to use from certain mod creators, because when Bazza puts this together, he gets a lot of cars from certain mod creators, get their permission, like Velo mods and things like that, and they put together the pack. So it's not like, oh, he builds every car from scratch, but he works on the physics and things like that to balance them out, make them a bit realistic. Bazza tends to performance balance his packs a bit more than maybe I would. When I build mods, I'm going to try to build them authentic as possible. He tends to balance them out, a little BOP with them, which is fine. But I do think this pack, they still capture the driving essence of every real life car. Here we go, through the corner. Yeah, no, that was a Porsche bet there, because this is the Bizzarrini on our right. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna stay low here. This time let's not drift high. On exit. Now we touched too much of the inside. Alrighty. Alright, I got one more chance at that, to do that right. I have kind of screwed it up the last couple of times. Up into 7th, I see the points right ahead of me right here. Oh no, oh no. And I kissed him. Good old, we're in America, good old bump and run. It's not really how you do it, but anyways, we'll get past him. Let's see here. Okay, he's gonna brake check me a little bit there. Alright, here we go. Get past him. Maybe a podium here is in range, we'll see. I do see the, appears to be, I think, 3rd and 2nd place up here. Yeah. Maybe a 2nd place. Let's see. Let's push. Push. Alrighty. There we go, get some power down here, reel them in. I think we're gonna be right on their bumper, heading up to maybe the wall. Let's see. Oh, right at the inside. Oh, maybe. Maybe I can get one here. Maybe I can get both here. Come on, come on. Power down, power down, power down. And be smooth. Smooth there. It's the Porsche. We should have him. We should have him. We should have him. Just can't screw this up. Come on. Ah. Carrying more speed than me. Alright, get behind him. Get behind him. Come on. No. Ah. Well, 3rd place still. Podium. So, good job there on that race. So, yeah. So that was a Solid race there. Yeah, so the Jaguar, and once again, the Jaguar takes it, and then the Porsche was second, and then we were third, followed by another Jaguar. So Jaguar seemed to be quite fast, especially on the last two tracks we raced at. Anyways, this is the Bazza GT Classics car pack for Assetto Corsa. I encourage you strongly to check this out. If you like the mod, I got the links down in the description below. Most of all, hope you have a great rest of your week.